Hey everyone, it's Sophie. So we're back with Final Fantasy 13. I swear we're trying to get a consistent recording schedule going, but we're not quite there yet. A lot has been happening, and also we've been distracted by a different game. Very important work. Fighting magic girls. Very busy, yeah, very busy. Anyway, Final Fantasy 13. Where there are no magic girls. No, wait, there's like 1, 2, I don't know, like 3, 4, whatever. Not important. So I guess we're running through this big old crystal cavern here. Let's see. We just finished beating up a giant robot tutorial boss. And we're running down a corridor. Great, cool. I think I'm all caught up. And now we have our first thing we're cutting out of the video to start with. Okay, we're doing a lot better against the frogs now, so hooray, another fight that takes 0 effort or attention from me. We're one step closer to this game completely playing itself. Well, let's see what we got out of this. More strange fluid. I love that. Excellent. So I guess we're just gonna kind of wander around till we get out of here now. Man, I really need some plot to sink my teeth into, or else this whole video is just gonna be me rambling incoherently about whatever happens to be on my mind at the moment. Okay. We have another...
Do not shake the slippery tube. You cool on this? Do not shake the slippery tube.
Gotcha.
If you look down, you should close your eyes.
Another small branch. I guess it's kind of nice to have the characters actually reacting to the weirdly, like, dangerous things they find themselves walking around in. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be super thrilled if I was, like, having to run across this. It seems kind of, like, not great. I literally didn't pay any attention to what came out of that second treasure orb. What are those called? Usually you call them like chests, treasure chests, but they're orbs. So object sphere. I got an object from the object sphere. Everything is just spheres now. That's the future. Hold on a second. I need to actually check my inventory. Alright. Made sure that I'm actually equipping the equipment that I'm getting. Okay. More frogs. So, now the frogs are even more trivial. Where the hell are we going? Okay. It's weird how much the regular encounters just start to feel like busy work. Like, I feel like that's a potential flaw in, like, any JRPG, at least of kind of the traditional structure. But at least there's usually some kind of risk or something, right? Like, you have to think about, like, what you're using up in battle, like magic points, items, whatever. I guess you use items in this game, unless you don't, because we don't use items for anything. But, like, that's why, like, a dungeon is, like, a coherent, like, experience. Because you have to, like, it's not just a series of individual fights. It's like a test of your resource management as you, like, go through. And sometimes that's annoying. But, like, you should then, like, figure out how to design that better instead of giving up and just making it completely inconsequential. I guess we had to do that, so that's good. But also, we made frogs appear. I guess. Was there a treasure or something over here? Let's see. Yep, I do see a treasure orb. Like, when the fighting becomes this trivial, it almost starts to feel like the real core of the game is just kind of like walking around and seeing pretty things and enjoying the plot, I guess. Like, I would say that this is the logical endpoint of a criticism of a certain kind of game that's basically a lightly interactive movie. But that's not true, because the logical endpoint of that is David Cage games. So we're not to that point yet. There is still, like, gameplay aside from, like, making decisions and watching cutscenes. That looks dangerous. I guess it's a boss fight. Let's go. Oh god, no, it's a tutorial. But hey, too late. I've already decided to include it, so you're stuck here with me. Okay. So I guess this is at least relevant, because this is like something that actually does carry over between fights, is technique points. So you use them, and they basically, the points slowly recover as you fight. So yeah. I guess that's something. But like also, we end up not using them very often. So it doesn't kind of really make all that much difference. And you do still recover them like automatically, just not instantly. Like you will recover them over time. So it's not like you're using up a resource that is then just like gone until you go like sleep at an inn or something. Let's see. I guess we'll find out if we're pushing it a little bit too far here. I like to go heavy on offense if I can get away with it. Just kind of my style. This thing is very slow. Okay, well. I'm sorry I brought you all along for that. It was not really worth it. Oh well. Data log. Oh, aren't you just so excited to look at the data logs? I know, me neither. I mean, my first time through, I did look at all the data logs, but like, god, this game gives you so much reading. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm the kind of person who will just, like, dig into lore and stuff, but, like, it kind of feels like they lean a little too much on the data log to, like, explain things. Like, I remember, like, Star Ocean Till the End of Time had, like, basically space Wikipedia that you could just sift through, but it was all, like, kind of, like, side info. It wasn't really necessary. It was fun to go through space Wikipedia, though.
Sweep team, form ranks!
They must be hunting down Purge survivors.
I hope everyone made it out okay.
So do I. But nowhere is safe for them now. Damn it. Just cause they shared a neighborhood with a foul sea. They get treated like post-tainted rats.
People really hate Pulse, don't they?
Not hate. More like fear. Tens of millions of people. All scared of Pulse boogeymen. They'd be shaking in their beds every night if they knew that a sea like us were around.
But they'd purge that entire town.
It's crazy, I know. But the Sanctum Foul Sea did nothing to stop it. Up until now, Eden's always stepped in to correct their errors in judgment. Guess humans aren't worth the effort. Figure they'll let us just kill each other off.
The sea are not human.
Listen, you, that's enough. We're still alive. That's something?
So the fal'Cie here were stopping the humans from killing each other until recently, I guess. I forgot about
that. They're sealing off the area. They're trying to trap the stragglers. We gotta get moving before we're caught in the net.
I mean, we could just hack our way through, probably. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what the idea is here, like, the theme. Like, it kind of seems like there's this whole thing about, like, political oppression. Maybe, like, I can kind of relate this to, like, the Red Scare, you know, communist stuff in the US. But I don't really know for sure, like, the history of that in Japan. Like, that's, you always gotta be aware that, like, you know, Japanese media is gonna have, like, some common themes, but they're also gonna have, like, a different political context, that we might not be as familiar with. And also, like, but also, like, you can, like, catch it. Like, being an enemy of the state is, like, infectious, I guess. So, like, the state is, like, rounding up its political enemies, but also, like, they have this affliction, and, like, I feel like if I overthink that, it's gonna start getting, I don't know.
That's all busted up.
I mean,
What made things easy?
but that's, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm going in a different direction than the game is probably going with these themes. It's probably not getting, like, that close to real world parallels, probably. Oh, like, you know, persecution of certain, like, real world groups, whatever. But, like, the imagery and the ideas in play here are definitely charged. Like, I don't think that I'm getting this from nowhere. It's just kind of, like, muddy. So, like, the source of this, let me try and, like, pick this apart. The source of this, like, problem, right, is, like, agents of this enemy society, location, world. It's a little vague at this point. And they are, like, you know, like, powerful beings. They are, you know, similarly godlike, I think. So maybe that brings us back to, like, kind of a, like, religious connection, like religious conversion or something, because we do still have the entire, like, not entirely, like, sensical idea that someone who's cursed by a fal'Cie will just is assumed to be, like, that they'll just do what it wants. But, like, they're clearly not happy about it. Like, if we are trying to place the plight of our main characters,
I wonder what it'd be like
in terms of, like, thematic significance, like, trying to connect this to something that is, like, relatable
Complete your focus?
to real life people. Religious convert is not really where we place this.
What it was, yeah, I probably don't want to know.
It's,
Hey, Lightning. Did Sarah say anything to you about her focus?
it really, like, comes down to, like, having, like, an affliction or, like, a disease, except it makes the state hate you.
Or she just
I can't.
didn't think she could
Every
trust
time
me.
I try to think about that, I keep getting, like, real, like, AIDS crisis vibes. Like, I was trying not to, like, deliberately, like, raise that, but, like, when I try and reason about what this is, I get that I can't help it. It just kind of seems to be where my mind goes. I'm gonna need someone to, like, talk me out of this, because I don't want that to be, like, the most applicable theme to Final Fantasy 13. like, there's also, like, just this idea of being, like, caught in this, like, political battle that doesn't really have much to do with you. Like, yeah, in theory, the cocoon fallacy, the sanctum fallacy, that's what they're called, are, like, here, like, taking care of us, like, they're running cocoon. But, like, we don't really know, like, what they want, what their motivations are. We don't really have an investment in, like, their battle, other than that, like, people are afraid of Pulse. That this is obviously, like, something that's, like, demonized, I guess. I feel like you could definitely go in, like, a Red Scare direction with this as well.
This is nice.
And again, like, this is from a different, like, historical context than the actual writers would have, so, like, whatever specific historical events I'm thinking of probably wasn't, like, what the writers had in mind. Like, I don't have enough context to know that, so, like, I'm really just looking, again, for, like, broadly applicable themes here. Maybe my problem is that I'm getting, like, too specific with, like, trying to match what we're seeing here. Like, taking a broad view, like, there's some things we can definitely say, like, the state is definitely, like, the bad guy in this picture. Like, it's definitely, like, a criticism of at least a certain kind of state. I mean, obviously, like, authoritarianism is a common target in these kinds of stories. And, like, what we can say about the story up to this point is that, like, the state is claiming to be keeping people safe, but the actions it's actually taking in the name of doing that are arbitrary and cruel. Like, they're taking great pains to point out that, that basically, like, most of the victims of this, you know, of the state's action here are not merely innocent, but also, like, essentially random. Like, literally just unrelated to whatever is going on except by proximity. And yeah, that's a message that I can get behind. And, like, taking from that angle, like, you can see how the idea of this thing as, like, an affliction that can strike someone benefits the state's fear-mongering and benefits the picture that they are painting, because basically you have no way of knowing who the enemy is, because, like, your friend, your neighbor, like, they might be perfectly good people, but like tomorrow they could just be struck by this curse and now they are the enemy. So they are essentially victims as well. They're being forced to do this without, you know, against their will, essentially, and the state is doing nothing to help them, and instead is just demonizing them. And, like, from that perspective, it kind of starts to look more like, I guess, like, forced conscription, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term. Like, being forced into this, like, role as soldier of this entity, basically. And, like, there is, like, closer real-world precedent for that. Like, I'm pretty sure that there are real-world examples of, like, POWs being forced to, like, fight with the armies that captured them. So, yeah, we did it, everyone. We have reached a theme I find less distressing. Of course, the big difference here is that this isn't, like, a situation that you can, like, escape from. It's more like, you know,
around and make things easier on ourselves.
It's something that, like, follows you. It's, you know, basically in you and will, you know, act on you no matter where you go, which is, I guess, a bit more fantastical. And, like, I think that we're definitely seeing, like, an idea of this where the whole, like, idea of the l'Cie and stuff, like, is more important for, like, the whole l'Cie thing is more important for what it does than how it works, basically. Did I repeat myself better? And, like, you can kind of see that that is what they were going for, because how it works doesn't quite make sense when you really pay attention to it, and it kind of makes it seem like the structure of the plot, like how it impacts the flow of events and how the characters interact with each other, was the important part, and they kind of fudged a little bit how to get there. And maybe that's a little bit better as, like, a thematic hook than engaging with it like it's a disease, maybe. Is it boss time? Will I once again regret bringing you along for boss time? Let's find out. That last one wasn't really a boss. It was just a big dude.
Stay close.
I want to look around.
Oh my god, Vanille. Whoa. Got some graphical issues there, I think. Well, that was predictable. Whoa! That could have ended badly. I do believe it's boss fight time. And it's one ugly motherfucker. Okay, is this the first boss we fought that is not a tutorial? I can't actually remember. Garuda Interceptor. They've got a real, like, biotechnology, bioweapon thing going here. Is that the word for that? Whatever. You know what I mean. Bioengineered weapon creature thing. Wow, hold on. I guess it's just incredibly weak. Okay, wait.
It's charging up.
Oh, it's charging up. Good question. Nothing good.
Moments.
Are we sure this is a good idea? Okay, barrier. It probably wants us to use the Libra, I would guess. Let's try it. Why not? We're finally making use of some techniques we learned in our tutorial, so that's great. It's almost like playing a real game. Ooh, this might hurt. I feel like an important lesson that I have mostly ignored is making use of your sentinels. I think they're called sentinels. I use them so little I forget what they're called. Actually, I don't think we have one in this group, so I think I have an excuse this time. This thing is actually not that strong, though. No, it's actually kind of weak. Like, I guess the barrier protected it from damage, but now it gets staggered. I think it has exactly the same stats as before. So, okay. That was a boss that took one bit of extra effort more than just mashing a button. Not that much more, just a little bit. Ooh, we got more rolls. So buffs and debuffs are actually kind of good in this game. So we probably should actually set up some paradigms that use them. Ooh.
Come on, hop to it. Let's go.
Bird? Okay. What's the significance of that? I actually can't remember. Is this thing just on like a big slingshot? Or like a kind of ramp landing strip? I guess not a landing strip.
Yeah, knowing our luck,
takeoff strip?
probably missing an engine.
Whatever.
You shouldn't be so negative.
I'd rather
You shouldn't
believe
get
it's
your
on a
hopes
giant
up.
slingshot. Yeah, that's definitely something. Sure, why not? We still got a few minutes to go, though. Oh yeah, this is still what Snow's doing, right? How's that going for you, dude? Not too good? Literally nothing has changed in the, like, hour you've been doing this. You didn't really think this one through too hard, did you? The answer is no. Snow doesn't think through anything too hard.
Sweep kick to base. The C spot. I repeat, the C spot. Pulse the C. Confirmed.
You gonna lend me a hand or what?
Are we actually gonna have a fight with just him?
Clean up. Let me help.
Ouch. Okay, I guess there was a fight. Well, luckily they were extremely weak. But yeah, not doing too hot, I suppose. Oh wait, shit! I think I know where we're going with this.
What's he doing? Watch yourself. Stay alert.
Sure wish this could have happened against a like more impressive target. These guys are still scrubs. We just don't have a healer. Oh well. That looked extremely silly, but okay.
What's happening?
Good question. I think... Okay, these ones are kind of weird, but I guess it'll be explained. Yeah, you know what? I should probably do this. So basically you have to figure out the special gimmick to win the fight before you frickin' die. Hold on. Let's see. I think it's working. I never really quite got these. I should probably attack though, like a little bit. I don't know, I think these are kind of confusing and not that well designed. I see it charging. The bar, it is going up. Hold on, I should probably actually do what it says and use Libra, I guess. What did it tell me? This sucks. Yields to those who amass chain bonuses? Okay. Should I hate this. I guess I'll try attacking again? I don't know. This is weird and confusing. Ow. This fucking sucks. I'm just gonna fucking die. What the fuck? If I fail this, I'm not gonna record the next attempt. I'm just gonna do it until I get past it, and then I'll cut out the other attempt. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I've done this, I think, more than once, and I just don't remember how it goes. Like... I don't know. It's weird and dumb. Am I almost... Is it almost full? Come on, just... Don't... Just do the thing. Just... No, come on, no. Okay.
No! Sarah!
I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes, okay? Good Christ. Okay, there we go. God, I guess just spamming auto on the Sentinel roll did it. That sucked. So yeah, Snow Summon is 2 women who turn into a bike. Feel like there's a lot to unpack there. Let's just not for now, because we're already running along.
The twin sisters. I gotta hand it to you for taking them down. But don't gloat just yet. Might come a time you wish you'd let them end it. And made things easy.
Hi, Fang.
More of you, huh?
He's a Lassie. Take him.
Back off.
You want to keep breathing? Shut up and come quiet.
Okay. God, we need to just save a point.
Now. Come on.
I don't have any better way to carry him.
Sarah. Sarah! Shut it.
They can't like sedate him or anything.
Stand down.
They just had to settle for doing the neck chop, I guess.
You two. Why are you helping them?
If I were you, I'd worry about myself.
Maybe it was a slingshot. Okay, so Snow was captured by Psychom, I guess? I think. And the rest of the gang is just kind of vaguely on the run. Getting out of the net, I guess.
Did we get him?
We got one of them. They're still behind us.
Stop that! Hey, I said stop! You wanna die?
How are you gonna lose them?
So I guess Saz is a pilot. Did we learn that before now?
Let me.
No, thank you.
Nice view.
They're still on us? We're taking hits. Come on, give me a break. Hang on.
Nice.
For the love of
Very,
all that's good.
I don't know what the right cultural reference is to compare this to.
An update on the status of the purge.
They're very obviously
Just
going
moments
very
ago,
cinematic
the
with this
Sanctum
stuff.
announced the successful conclusion of the purge, along with the safe arrival of the cocoon migrants to their new homes on Pulse.
Yes, that is correct. There's no denying the enormity of the strain the purge placed on us all.
I love how blatantly
But
evil this
given
guy
the
is.
tens of millions of lives at stake, there truly was no alternative.
Primarch Daisley stood by the move, stressing the necessity of the relocation. When asked about the possibility of future purges, the Primarch remained non-committal, stating only that he would seek counsel with the Fal'Cie Eden and weigh all options before making a decision.
Yeah, that's right. If it makes the Sanctum look bad, it never even happened.
In all the centuries since the War of Transgression, Cocoon has been spared pulse aggression and prospered for it. It is essential that we maintain this peace. That is the Sanctum's focus. We will continue
Interesting word
employing
choice.
every resource available to combat these threats to the harmony of our society.
Meaning, we'll be running for the rest of our lives.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
who is this guy?
I mean, what do they teach kids these days? He's Gallant Daisley, the Sanctum Primarch. Murderer-in-Chief.
According to our Insta
Just
poll,
another
nearly
tool of the
90% of Cocoon
Fal'Cie.
citizens agree with the Sanctum's handling of the
Very
purge.
interesting word
70%
choice
of
there.
respondents said they would also support additional purges were the need to arise.
Let's purge everybody. That'll fix it. Oh, hey.
I will say,
Points for perseverance.
I feel like the themes it's going for are good. I think they're probably good themes. The implementation, maybe a little spottier. I mean, I don't know. Like, the whole, like, fight against the evil empire thing is, like, very common. You know, it's a common fantasy trope, so, like, how much of that is, like, actual, like, strong, like, political themes, and how much of it is just the background radiation of the genre? I don't know. But I'm willing to give it a little bit more benefit of the doubt. Maybe by the end I'll actually end up liking this. Like, not
I like this
ironically.
Fal'Cie.
There's more of them.
That seems dangerous. Yeah, like that. Alright, time to crash into more plot. Please, I just need a save point. We've been going for like 40 minutes now. Thank God. Alright. Let's see. I think this is the save point that I should be, Okay. No more. Okay, so that's all for today. I swear I will make an honest attempt at getting a video out, like, within a week. And not, like, 3 weeks again. We need to get into a groove. Like, we've always had problems with consistency. I'm gonna work on it. So, hope to see you then. I'll talk to you later.